All right, guys. A video apparently hit South Korea. Okay. A video apparently hit South Korea. Where you got South Koreans and their news just completely roasting Western audiences, or at least the Western audiences that are trying to hate on Stellar Blade. And you know what? Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I'm okay with this, and I thought it was pretty damn funny. You're gonna watch the video in a second. But I am glad that there is so much pushback. There is so much pushback against what the West is trying to do when it comes to South Korea, Japan. There was also an article that dropped about the new Mana game that's coming out, right? The new Mana game that's coming out, and how the developer just flat out said, you know what? I'm not making this game for Western audiences, so stop asking me to change the game for Western audiences. It's not happening. And now we have another example of this. Okay. Renee says, hello, YouTube is not notifying me that you're live, even though I hit all notifications. I'm not surprised. That's why I need you guys to like the stream. If you're in here, like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're 233 away from first goal. Let's do what we can to try to keep the streak alive so we can hit 41 streams in a row. All right, guys, this video comes from Grums. Stellar Blade news has hit Korea. Let's see what it has to say. You guys ready for this? Let's go.
As you surely know, Stellar Blade has been receiving a lot of backlash from certain types of people who are offended that the protagonist is a beautiful woman. Recently, there was the whole IGN France situation. And elsewhere on the internet, odd people talking about how offended they are, how disgusted they are over this game. Well, Maxim Korea recently ran a segment from 15 hours ago where they mock those sort of people and defend Stellar Blade. The hostess going on to talk about the IGN France situation and the general backlash towards this game, specifically regarding people who claim that the protagonist, Eve, is not realistic.
Now, really quick, I want to interject. The people claiming that Eve is not realistic, even though she's based on a real person, so you sound real retarded when you say that. Even if you want to say that's not realistic, do you see this news anchor right now? Do you see this hostess right now? Do you see this woman? Do you see her? She's not real either. She's not real either. I mean, listen, after a while, you kind of have to sit down. You got to sit down. You got to breathe in and out, and you got to realize that, bruh, you are just lazy. You don't want to put in the work to look like this. That's just the facts. Obviously, you have some people that deal with genetics. Some people you deal with. I get it. But the grand majority don't want to put in the work to look like this. So if you want to give me that bullshit about Eve, you have yet another real life woman who happens to be South Korean. And look at how she looks. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. You're lying to yourselves. You're lying to yourself. Stop.
Going on to outright shut those claims down, pointing out that Eve is modeled after Shin Jae-yoon, a Maxim cover model, and talking about how absurd it is for people to claim that she's not realistic when she's literally based on a real model. The hostess going on to say it's another issue related to political correctness that they've been hearing a lot about these days, and that she and Maxim are going to educate the offended people that Shin Jae-yoon's body is indeed realistic and yes, exists in reality. She discusses this for.
You guys are asking me to hit that full screen, and I can't, because if I hit that full screen, you guys got to remember, I have a 49-inch ultra-wide monitor. If I hit that, let me see. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Let's go back for research purposes.
Going on to outright shut those claims down, pointing out that Eve is modeled after Shin Jae-yoon, a Maxim cover model, and talking about how absurd it is for people to claim that she's not realistic when she's literally based on a real model. The hostess going on to say it's another issue related to political correctness that they've been hearing a lot about these days, and that she and Maxim are going to educate the offended people that Shin Jae-yoon's body is indeed realistic and yes, exists in reality. She discusses this further while showcasing a wonderful shoot that they did with Shin Jae-yoon herself. It's extremely odd.
Whoa. Go back. All right. I'll take that. Yeah, no, I usually when I full screen, normally it takes up the whole monitor. But this one, when I full screened, I guess it only took up my small window I have on the monitor. It's like I was trying to say I have a 49-inch widescreen monitor, so when I full screen, it makes it so ridiculous that it looks bad on StreamYards. But yeah. No, seriously, guys, but I want to make it very clear while you guys enjoy what's paused on the screen right now. This is a prime example of pure laziness. Like, imagine getting roasted by a young Korean woman smiling at you as she makes fun of your political correctness. Because that's what's happening right now on screen. This woman is destroying all these woke liberals here in the United States, destroying them because of what they feel, right? And what they think and how ridiculous it is and how it's not based in reality. It's not based in reality. I'm not asking everybody to look like a supermodel, obviously. Okay, I get it. Asians just do it differently. I get it. But you cannot look at a woman like this and scream that it's unrealistic proportions and scream that it's unrealistic beauty standards and scream all this bullshit about how it's unrealistic. And yet now you don't only have just one, you have two women who are doing it right in front of you. And then that's not even including the creator's wife on Stellar Blade, who looks hotter than these two women. I'm starting to see a pattern. I'm starting to see a mindset pattern, right? These women who care about how they look and care about just upholding certain beauty standards, they put time and effort into themselves. And yet the West, where we're too busy pushing fat acceptance and Lizzo and all this stuff, look totally different. But, you know, it's all about the fifis, ladies and gentlemen. It's about the feelings. That's what it is.
It's extremely odd that there's actually groups of people out there who think it's a normal thing.
Look at this. I think these are two totally different women. I don't think this is the model. But again, it's just more examples.
To get offended at beautiful women, and not just a normal thing. They think they're like all virtuous by getting offended at that. Doesn't make any sense at all, no matter how they want to try and spin it. What do you think about people's offense towards Eve, and also Maxim's defense of Shin Jae-yoon and Stellar Blade? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you want to see the rest of Maxim Korea's video and the photo shoot with Shin Jae-yoon.
All right, so that video's done. But again, he's got a point. Both are the same model. Okay, it didn't look like it. Whoopsie. This is like a racial joke in there somewhere, I feel like. But no, he's got a point. He's got a point. The West, right? The Western women want to get upset and pretend to be all virtuous and angry for the benefit of someone else. They do this with a lot of people. You realize that, right? Right? Like, woke white women do this for everybody. Woke white women will be the first one to complain about something racial, even if it's not them. Even if it's not them, right? If something happens to black people or they feel like something's insensitive to black people, they'll be the first ones to say something, not black people. If it's something with Asians, they're going to be the first ones to say something, not the Asians. It's like they get offended for someone else because they got nothing else to fucking do. They have a superiority complex. They feel like they got to speak for everyone. And I know this is true because you have that community manager that literally said, hey, let me pass the microphone to the black people now so they can have a chance to have a voice. Who told you have a microphone to begin with? Who told you that? Who told you have the microphone to be able to pass to someone else? That's your superiority complex coming out. That's you thinking that you are superior to every other race out there. So I just thought this video was absolutely hilarious, man. Go check it out. Grums posted it over on Twitter. This video was done by Hero He. Okay, so make sure you guys go check out Hero He.